According to UNFPA, Mad region is one of the regions with the highest number of teenage pregnancies, posting above 25%, with Adjumani being one of the most affected districts in the region. This has compelled the leadership to take some action. Our visit to unpack the challenges faced in the area carried us to Mungula Health Center 4. Dr. Nyape Emmanuel, facility in charge, says that the health center is understaffed and poorly equipped.
The population has grown and demand for services are also increased. That means currently we experience an influx of a higher number of inpatients than it was way back then.
We receive many mothers in antenatal where there are only 2 midwives serving. All those antenatal mothers, the postnatal mothers, the family planning, handled by 2 people, and yet in a day, they can receive over 50 mothers.
She says the area is grappling with teenage pregnancies as parents continue to push their young daughters into marriage. Elaine Sibinella, country representative, United Nations Population Fund, calls for deliberate action on the welfare of women.
The right not to die because you're pregnant or because you want to give birth, and the right to be free from violence. Let me be very clear. These are fundamental human rights. They are fundamental human rights. And unless and until these rights for women are guaranteed, poverty reduction is slower and development is slower.
So what other efforts are being offered to check the challenge? Jackson Chekekwa, Executive Director, Reproductive Health Uganda, says birth control methods are unfortunately still unpopular.
Most of the programs we do target women and we leave the men aside. Secondly, we are aware that we come from a background where traditionally men want many children.
Local leaders in Adjumani district are joining in the drive to ensure that locals have a paradigm shift.
But not always to be talking about birth control, give birth to 2, give birth to 1. Now, for example, in Imadi, we are very few. We can still produce up to the number we want.
The biggest and the best way of family planning is actually schooling. When a girl remains at school, you are sure that the chances of conception are very minimal.
Adjumani hosts over 200,000 refugees on top of 231,000 local population, something that puts a lot of pressure to the already limited social amenities. Dennis Wonyala, Eric Wakabi, NBS, Live at 9.